to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like, you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Looking to pass on second down. They're working that left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Love the execution there at the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault. He's going to let it go. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He's going to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And tackled there by the defense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Plows through the defense. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Tackled, but he has a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the ground game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Now the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. A third and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. Running into the open space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. The give out of the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Stokes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. He's back to throw on second down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get...
And that's a live ball. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
Man, that's a big mistake. And going to force-feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt.
Winning the turnover. And you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board. Here's
the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity, big fella. Run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the ball is picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU!
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception, getting in the end zone, and showing off why defensive line is the most athletic position on the field.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the right. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
First down for this offense. He wants to throw it. Flips it out to the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those if you got them a little bit tired.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabs it in the middle. LSU will get a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Buying some time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sweet feet on the move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll go to the sneak. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Finds his man. It's Petty. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending it.
They're setting up the screen. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They want to just keep throwing it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, it's Woodside. He's got great speed. The solid return. Some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now on 1st down from the 43. To the ground, he's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Handoff from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's first down from the 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes his connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline.
To the tight end.
Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows.
A shot toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got the first down and more. Can anyone catch it? And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bringing it back, it's Woodside. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Here we go. Looking to throw. He's right on target. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes a connection. The ball pops out. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us.